often asked the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream?
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
I'm here in Edmonds, Washington today, and we're about to have a conversation with two amazing chefs over at Table for 12. Then we're going to head on over and talk to the new owner of Walnut Street Coffee. Come and join me. We are here at Table for 12 down in Edmonds, and we're going to be talking to these two wonderful chefs. They are here to do these great experience and these classes for learning how to cook. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Chef Dom. I'm the founder and general manager of Table for 12.
And I'm Lauren Larson, the executive chef here at Table for 12.
What is Table for 12?
The Table for 12 is an immersive culinary private dining experience where you guys come in, we get you a glass of wine, everybody does some cooking tasks, and together we collectively make a family-style meal.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And what made you guys create this experience? The why?
So I grew up in a big Italian family and was doing some of these cooking experiences in Chicago, and really loved the concept and really loved the way that we could share a meal together. We can all learn to cook, have a glass of wine, and have a good time. And I wanted to create that for a community that's special. In Edmonds, we came here and we figured out just how special Edmonds was. Moved here 2 years ago, and the people have really welcomed us here with open arms, and they really welcome such a fun experience for the community to get together and have a little fun together, where we can add to what downtown Edmonds is all about with all of the families and all of the people. Yeah, it's been a really fun ride.
We're here today at Walnut Street Coffee, and we are here to chat with Miss Amy. I would first like to start with what's the story behind the Walnut Street Coffee?
Walnut Street Coffee has been a local neighborhood shop for 18 years now. It has been at this location, serving all great coffee and pastries the whole time. It is just a fun neighborhood shop that the community really has adopted as their favorite.
That's awesome. So why exactly did you decide to make the purchase, and why the coffee shops?
I think owning coffee shops in the neighborhoods that are thriving are really fun because you can connect to the community through coffee in so many great ways. You get to know people quite quickly in coffee. You get to learn their names, learn their favorite drinks, learn about their kids. And it's a spot that I feel I think is special in the community because it's just a way that strangers can become friends. Not many other businesses can do that, maybe at the bar or the church, but at a coffee shop, there's just like this ability to, talk to somebody for the first time or make connections or have meetings. And it's pretty important in neighborhoods and for the health of the community.
That's great. My last question is why Edmonds and the community?
Yeah. When I lived here in Edmonds, I fell in love with it. I'm a beach girl. I love being near the water, and Edmonds is right here on the Puget Sound in the Pacific Northwest, and it does it right. It has great businesses, lots of great food and drink. It has just like a diverse group of people, old and young. It's a very walkable town. They have great farmers markets and other like events going on. They're just really good at community here, and I have loved it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love hearing about all of it. I'm super excited to have you back, and I want to thank you today for speaking with me and answering questions. And I'm sure I'll see you soon. Thank you. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for joining us today as we were able to chat with the chefs over at Table for 12, also able to talk with Amy with Walnut Street Coffee. This is American Dream TV. I am Margot Christopoulos, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome to this episode of The American Dream. I'm your host and Seattle lifestyle expert, Christina Jilton. Today, I'm taking you on a whole new perspective of Seattle. That's right, we're going up. I'm so excited to introduce you to James Young, the owner and head pilot of Seaplane Scenics Adventures in Flight. James, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, I appreciate the invitation. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, wonderful. Well, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is where you got your inspiration for offering flights around Seattle.
I've been flying for a really long time, got my private pilot certificate here at this field, the King County Boeing Field in the 80s, and went through, did commercial pilot, flight instructor, and just wanted to share with what I get to see on a daily with everybody else. It's just nothing better than being up in the air, seeing the sights, the perspective. Things seem so much closer. The world almost in a good way seems smaller. It's just wonderful. I wanted to just share that with everyone.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for offering that. So one of the other questions I wanted to ask you was, what are the services that you offer now for flights around Seattle?
The variety is probably what makes us most unique. We do flight instruction, charter flights, which could be private or to destinations. Some of them are scenic, so we'll do things where it's specifically a tour. What we're going to do today is a tour where we don't stop anywhere else, but we just go fly and see sights. And so we'll do tours from King County Boeing Field up to the San Juan Islands, out to Mount Rainier, Olympic Mountains. Mount St. Helens is really wonderful. You can see inside the crater. The local area is just phenomenal. The sights of Seattle, we have such a neat boutique city. It's beautiful.
I can really appreciate the views of Seattle being from here. So James, what is next for flights around Seattle?
Well, we're doing some expansion and heading a little closer to Portland, a little bit more out into rural areas. I think we'll be able to get to show people a little bit more of the capital. People forget Seattle, not the capital of Washington State, Olympia. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be doing some tours of the South Sound and the Capitol buildings. And a little closer to Mount St. Helens, so it might make that tour a little bit more affordable since it's a little less airtime. Same great views, but a little less airtime. So I think that one's going to be really neat.
I love that. I've never seen the inside of Mount St. Helens, and so sign me up for that type of flight.
Absolutely, yeah. We can take you out there and show you something you've never seen before.
Awesome.
That'd be neat. look at the lots off the right side.
Wow.
And then we'll do a little S-turn back along the Fisherman's Terminal area beneath us. Coming over the Aurora Avenue Bridge, the North Lake area, kind of Wallingford. We'll take a little bit of a right turn here, put Queen Anne Hill on the right side.
James, thank you so much for this incredible opportunity that we just took. That flight was insane. I've never seen the city from that perspective.
Oh, that is amazing. Yes, it is. And thank you so much for coming. It's wonderful for you able to share what we see on a daily, and your enthusiasm helps us understand really how great what we get to do and what we get to share is. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the next time that you're in Seattle, this is definitely the flight that you need to take to see all of the sights of Seattle. When you're driving through the trees and the mountains, you can lose the scale of this amazing city, but that's why the scenic tours give you a new appreciation of the landscape and beauty of Seattle. Thank you for watching this episode of The American Dream.
Hi everybody, welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Antonio Calamano, and today on Selling Tacoma, we're going to take a peek at the America's Car Museum. Follow me, check out the cool stuff that's inside. Guys, good afternoon. I'm Antonio, and this is Jake Welk from the America's Car Museum. Jake is the marketing manager, and a couple questions we're going to ask Jake real quick. So, how long have you been with the organization here?
I've been here a little bit over 5 years at this point, mainly in a marketing role. So I'm part of the team that oversees and helps promote the museum, bring people in for events, for admission, stuff like that.
Awesome. So quick question. So I drive by this road daily. I see the building. It's a gorgeous and at the same time kind of weird looking building. What is America's Car Museum?
This is one of the largest automobile museums in the entire world. The building's over 165,000 square feet. There's a permanent collection here of 300 vehicles, and as you mentioned, driving on the road, you don't see the size of the building from the freeway, but we have 4 more floors below us that house most of the permanent collection. And up here on the top floor is where our premier exhibit is located, and that's changed out rotationally about every year. So right now, the premier exhibit is called Shinka, which is an immersive Japanese automobile exhibit. So that covers everything that Japanese automotive manufacturers have done in the last 50, 60 years. You know, everything from the early, Camrys, Corollas, some of the street racing and drifting cars, Fast and Furious, exactly. And then even some more of the modern, you've got like the new NSX and some of the newer Japanese cars. So it really takes you through the history and progression of how iconic and impactful Japanese cars have been all over the world, right? Okay. So that's what's going on right now on our top floor.
Hell yeah. Another question that I have for you. So private events, this is something that America's Car Museum hosts?
Correct. We host several hundred private events a year here. We operate as a museum during the day, 10 to 5. We're open Thursday through Monday. But after hours, we turn this into a private event venue, and so you can actually rent out space. In the evening, the museum's closed and it's private to your space for your event. But we host everything from, small corporate meetings, gatherings, birthday parties, all the way up to galas. We have concerts outside on our grass field that we host. We do car shows, everything like that.
Final question. What can we do to bring people in here more than what you already have? We want to, get people jazzed up about the America's Car Museum.
Yeah, totally. I think that it has a lot more to offer than people realize. We do family events here. We have once a month, every third Saturday, kids and families are free for STEM education activities. We do field trips from schools. We host events, car shows, stuff like that. So, I find a lot of time that once people come in and take a look, they're like, oh my gosh, why did I never take the chance to do this? So if we get people just to come in and take a look, whether they're coming for an event, if they're interested in an exhibit, we got a cafe on site. Yeah. So yeah, it's more just, come down, check it out, see what you think. And we've got a lot to offer when you get in here.
Oh yeah, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at an undisclosed location in Tacoma. It is a beautiful new construction listing overlooking the Narrows. I want you to come inside with me, take a peek at this. This is top of the line finishes, top of the line design. It is exquisite. Your eyes are gonna love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're inside the new construction, which is absolutely exquisite. So what you see here is 4,718 square feet, 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom. All the furniture and the staging provided by Sheldon's in Tacoma. You got some beautiful Belmont cabinets here, casita lighting, which you can control from the internet, some Anderson and some Milgard windows as well, and Wi-Fi kitchen as well, so you can start cooking as you're driving in or out of your driveway. This place is beyond exquisite. I don't even have the words to actually define it. Just woke up. This is your view. You step out of your bedroom and you have the ocean in front of you. What else could you ask for? You work hard, you dedicated your life to providing services for other people. Now it's time to, celebrate life, celebrate your accomplishments a little bit. Enjoy this view, enjoy your neighbors. What else could you ask for? After all, when you live in a house like this, it's about the good life. All right? So, guys, see you next time on another episode of American Dream TV. In the meantime, have fun, okay? Bye.
Welcome to the American Dream TV, and today we're here in Bellevue, Washington. I'm your host, Celeste Darling, and we are now at the House of Musa fashion show, where we're celebrating fashion and design in Bellevue with luxury living. And let's go on in and talk to Runway Ron, who's producing the event. Let's go talk to Ron and learn more about House of Musa. Come on in. We're here with Runway Ron right here at the Musa Pink event. And I am so thrilled to be here, Ron. Tell me what's going on.
Thank you, Celeste. Thank you. I produced this amazing show with House of Musa, and then Musa Pink Runway Foundation for cancer awareness. We have models that are flown all over from like the United States and Canada to be part of this show.
That's wonderful. And so where did you start with Musa originally? Where did you guys meet up? Where did you get introduced to them?
Yeah. Well, I was invited to be a runway model, just like some of the models that I've invited to be part of this show. I flew to Las Vegas. I did a fashion show. I met the director, Cindy Matt.
She's amazing.
She's the USA director for House of Musa. We just hit it off. I met her in New York Fashion Week. I did a show with her. And then I also did a show in the Philippines.
That's so exciting.
Which was very, very fun for the House of Musa. House of Musa, the shows are going worldwide now. And so for it being the first show, oh my gosh, I am so excited. And the models, all the models that signed up, they're very, very excited, and they said that they would want to do another show with us.
That's so wonderful. And so part of the contribution is that the models are selecting their outfits, and some of that contribution goes back to the manufacturers who are part of the indigenous people back in the Philippines, and that is where they make the banana leaf fabric, which you're adorning right now, which is
absolutely
all attention to detail, by the way. So then, Ron, next phase for the show is you're going to do this show. You're going to have a little after party today. We can't wait to meet you there to celebrate. And
we almost forgot something.
We almost forgot
something. We have our first pep model. Her name is Angel, and she will be walking down the runway with me at the end of the show.
Ron, thank you so much for having us to this beautiful event. Pink is my favorite color. I know it's
Mine
yours.
Too. Yep.
So we're spot on. I can't wait to show this to the American Dream fans, and you guys are just going to adore this show. So let's go to the show, Ron.
Absolutely, and I hope you all like it.
Models of our first Runway Pink Musa.
Thank you for joining us today on the American Dream TV right here in beautiful Bellevue, Washington, and with the exquisite Musa fabrics. We hope to see you next time on the American Dream, where we explore luxury living and lifestyle. See you soon.
Welcome to American Dream TV. This fantastic episode is featuring McCormick Woods Golf Course in Port Orchard, Washington, and an event sponsored by Midday Rotary of Gig Harbor, an event you will never want to miss and always want to be a part of. Let's go play some golf. So here we are today at Golf Aretaville, McCormick Woods in Port Orchard with Sherry Johnson. She's the director and owner of Strategic Wealth Advisors.
Yep, started 20 years ago with an idea, and it has grown into this amazing, fabulous tournament.
We know that it goes to benefit so many charities in the community. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, our Rotary Club really has a heart for kids. And as we started finding our way years ago about what we should be funding, we just kept coming back to kids that were struggling. And so we give money, direct program support to organizations like Communities in Schools and the Red Barn Youth Center, two very outstanding organizations who have direct impact on kids through helping them academically or with housing or with food or whatever. And as a result of that, we became very aware of our particular region has some of the most expensive real estate in the state of Washington along the waterfront and some of the most impoverished on the inland. And what we learned about that is there are a lot of kids who really don't have security in terms of housing or food. So a lot of this money goes directly to support that. And a few years ago, we started a little food pantry project, which is a barrier-free. They're kind of like lending libraries, except they're full of food.
I love those. I've seen them out there, and I can't wait to support that.
Well, interestingly enough, the little sign on those pantries says, take what you need and leave what you can. And so we hope that neighbors will drop off a can of soup or stew or something. But we also have funded directly over the last 3 years over 18,000 meals. We track what we put in those pantries. So over 18,000 meals. So that feels
is so
good.
Awesome.
It feels good to know that if somebody's really struggling, and I have been out there personally when I'm stocking pantries and met, by chance, somebody who's looking for food for their kids that night.
Wow.
And it exists. We like to think it doesn't, but it exists right here, and we're making an impact. And so this tournament, that's a big part of what this supports.
We're at T1 with Dimitri Palace of Dimitri's Seasoning and Bloody Mary Mix. Dimitri, how did you get started?
Well, I used to be a bartender and was originally trained at a really nice steak and seafood place, live tanks, fresh crab and all that, and really kind of enjoyed making fresh, handmade, scratch Bloody Marys. And when I moved on, the next restaurant I went to was very much a sports bar, very casual, and it was tough to get everybody to follow the recipe and take the time to make a scratch fresh Bloody Marys. And so I made batches that I'd make too much and it would run out, it would spoil, or I'd make too much, it would spoil, or we would run out. And of course we ran out before a Seahawks game, and I got really frustrated that we couldn't figure out a way to manage this recipe, and decided to pre-batch the spices so that any of the staff members could make it as we needed it, quickly and most importantly, consistently.
Well, I think we'll catch up with you at the end of the day.
Okay, sounds great. Nice to see you. I'm glad to be here. It's a great event.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for sponsoring.
You bet. My pleasure.
So here we are at T10 with the Gig Harbor Eagles, and look at these beautiful women. We've got Tracy Turnbull. She's the manager of the Eagles Club in Gig Harbor. Tracy, well, tell us about your sponsorship.
All right. Well, just as in Gig Harbor in general, we have a number of Eagle members here participating. It kind of gets us all together as a club with the Eagles. 76 years now in Gig Harbor. We do tons of volunteering for the community, and this is a huge one because it helps so many different community parts in Gig Harbor. So as as the Eagles is a partnership, this tea is a partnership.
Love
we
it.
Have, yeah. Well, we partner with it's Southern Glacier Wine and Spirits, Coastal Pacific Wine and Spirits. Deanna works for the company, I work for the company, and we connect with the Eagles and make one great spot for people to come and visit and have a good time.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Responsibly.
Yeah, I love how the Eagles participates in supporting the community and giving so much back to the community. Thank you for joining us today at Golferitaville, an event that you won't want to miss in the future. I'm Julia Runyon, your host and real estate expert. Keep on living the American dream.
I'm Dawn Halbern, your host of The American Dream, and today we're going to take you through the magical world of Christmas in Leavenworth, Washington. This little German village is so adorable to visit, but especially when it comes alive with holiday spirit. And nothing says Christmas like visiting Santa's reindeer at the Leavenworth Reindeer Farm. So let's go have a chat with Erica Bowie, their general manager. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. I'm literally just a kid at heart. So, you know, Christmas just brings out everything in me. And I thought, what a better way to kick off the holiday season than to come visit you at your reindeer farm.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, how did it all get started here? This is such a beautiful place.
Well, thank you so much for coming out today. So we are a family-run farm. 3 generations of my family work on the farm every day. We got our first 6 reindeer in 2016 from Palmer, Alaska. From then, our herd has been growing, and we have 43 reindeer right now.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about the behind the scenes, like what's your daily routine look like with them?
We have several sides of our business. So Leavenworth Reindeer Farm's open to the public year round. Obviously, there's the side of animal care. We believe that we have the highest standard of animal care in the world. We are USDA licensed. Our passions here are conservation and education.
Perfect.
So if you come to the farm, you get to learn about reindeer, go face to face with the herd where you get to feed them out of the palm of your hand.
That is so cool.
And then you get a chance to give back in our conservation efforts. We are partners with the Caribou Conservation Alliance. And so that's kind of why we exist and how the farm got started.
So what do you enjoy most working with them?
Oh, I love all their personalities. It's really fun to get to know all of the reindeer's personalities. We have return visitors that come back all throughout the year to visit with their favorite reindeer.
Oh, that is so incredible. So what about Christmas events? You obviously have a lot of fun Christmas events, so tell me about those.
We do. Well, Santa himself comes to our farm. He's here every day in November and December.
He has to watch out for his reindeer.
So I feel like we're a really unique place to bring your children that time of year especially.
Yeah.
But we're really all ages around here. But at Christmas, of course, anybody from 1 to 99, you can go sit on Santa's lap.
That is so cool.
See if you're on the nice list.
Yep.
And then, of course, check in with his herd.
That is so cool. Well, this has been such an enjoyable time here. Thank you so much. We just appreciate it. It's been a thrill.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I'd just like to add one more thing. If you're watching and you'd like to come to Leavenworth Reindeer Farm,
of course.
You can go to leavenworthreindeer.com, book your tickets in advance. We do sell out 2 to 3 months in advance, and we don't want you to miss out on this awesome opportunity.
You don't want to miss out coming here. This is spectacular. So thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Next up, we're headed to the Leavenworth Nutcracker Museum, and wait till you see this place. Let's go. What an impressive collection of nutcrackers from around the world that span different eras and cultures. The Nutcracker Museum has thousands of nutcrackers, from traditional wooden soldiers to quirky characters, and each one tells a story. They offer an insightful look into the history and artistry of these festive collectibles. You can't miss the giant life-size nutcracker guarding the entrance. He's pretty much a celebrity. I have just the place to go next where Christmas is always in season. Kris Kringle's Christmas Shop. Warning, you might get in the holiday spirit. Let's go. As you step into Kris Kringle's, you'll be greeted by a symphony of twinkling lights and glittering ornaments. The air is infused with a scent of pine and cinnamon, and you are instantly transported to a winter wonderland as you start to hum to holiday music in the air. At Kris Kringle, you'll find an enchanting selection of gifts, delightful home decor, and the latest collectibles from a wide range of designers. And don't forget to check out Santa's Workshop, where wooden toys, plush reindeer, and jolly old Saint Nick await. Being here is like stepping into the heart of Christmas. Leavenworth is always a special place to visit, but especially at Christmas when the town comes alive with a Christmas lighting festival, European-style Christmas markets, live Christmas concerts in the park, and you can even take a snowy sleigh ride through town. I'm Dawn Halbrin, your lifestyle and real estate host of The American Dream, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.